Finally, our last two games fall on Monday. The first one on the slate will be the Eagles going on the road to Tampa. Wayne, who you picking here?
I'm on Team Tampa here, man. I'm on Team Tampa. I feel like they've been playing really well. It's one of those they've been playing really well. As a team, I feel like I'm feeling the hype. Maybe it's just I've seen too much of like their Instagram and like their hype videos, but they seem really connected playing as a team, and they're really getting behind the back of Baker Mayfield a little bit. Eagles team, not the best showings. I think the first two games of the season. I think they're still trying to figure out things from a schematic standpoint. Jalen Hurts, not like the MVP type of form that maybe some people were expecting. Maybe he does miss a little bit of the game planning and scheme making and adjustments that Shane Steichen brought. The defensive side of the ball has been pretty okay, I would say, for sure. So no complaints there. But for me, yeah, this Bengals team, or not Bengals team, but this Buccaneers team is playing really inspired, I feel like. So, gonna be a close one. This is gonna be a really gritty battle, but I'm gonna go Bucs upset here.
I love it. I love the hot take. I think you're well in your right to make that kind of take too, because like you're saying, Philly's been playing like mediocre for their standards. They have pulled out a couple victories here, so at the very least, they're winning those ball games. I think conversely, Tampa hasn't really played a juggernaut like Philly just yet. I mean, to get the Bears and Vikings off the bat, uh, pretty easy. I don't want to say we're expecting Tampa to be, shutting teams down or even, going over in a lot of these situations. And I mean, this will be their first real test. They get a win against Philly. I'll start to buy in on playoff considerations, playoff hype, and I'll start buying in a little bit on some of this Baker Mayfield nonsense because up to this point, I mean, Baker Mayfield is what on his fourth team in a couple seasons. Like great. I'm glad you've had two solid weeks. I'm glad you've looked like an NFL quarterback. Like it's about time. But do I buy into him being uh an every week starter for the next 5 to 10 seasons? Like, no. Do I buy that he's, the new franchise quarterback of Tampa? No. So I think Philly goes in there and has a game. I think this will be a good football game because I do trust the Tampa Bay defense. I do like a lot of their team, and I like how Baker's been playing so far. So I'll say this is a game, but I think Philly goes to 3-0.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be interesting. I think one thing I'll probably be watching for is to see how the Eagles kind of game plan. Last game, right? They're like, we're just gonna run the ball. Like Swift had like 28 touches or something like that, or 28 runs like that, which is unheard of in today's game. So I feel like, yeah, they're definitely not going to be able to do that against the Bucs. They're going to have to pass the ball some, so that's definitely where I feel like, Jalen Hurts is he going to get, that is he going to be able to do some throws there and dissect that Buccaneers defense, which again, like, they have some of a lot of the members from that team that won the Super Bowl, and that defense really kind of stood out there. So Shaquille Barrett's he's played really well this season. Got that pick six against the Bears there. Again, hey, it's the Bears, whatever. But I just think there's some momentum, some confidence that they're coming in here, and this will definitely be a game that'll be like, okay, this team's for real if are able to pull this off.
Yeah. No, I mean, I definitely saw the pockets collapsing. I mean, watching that game and then checking out the highlights, watching it back, like that pocket just kept collapsing on Chicago, and Justin Fields had to make some quick reads, and he obviously had a couple bad balls. You know, for what it's worth, Tampa gets to play, Jalen Hurts, who's a similar style quarterback as Fields, so maybe it won't be as big of a shift, kind of moving from Fields to Hurts either. So that might play, to their advantage as well. So, for what it's worth, they're playing inspired football. You got to give them credit where it's due. And hey, man, they win this ball game. I'm gonna start being a believer for them in the NFC South for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I picked them going last, so I mean, yeah, they're really like proving me wrong right now. So like, yeah, 2 games in, right? But yeah, I'm jumping on the bandwagon for them for now. So.